Hi guys, I'm Angelo from S2AS Sports, and today I want to go through some of the cable series wakeboards from Hyperlite, this being the Signature Series ATV. This is the Signature Series from the cable collective from Hyperlite. This is called the ATV. It's a full wood core board, so literally from tip to tail, full wood core. It's the best memory known to man, so it's really, really good materials that you needed for the cable part. It's called a polonial wood core, this one. Firstly, one of the most important things for cable wakeboarding is the rocker line. What type of rocker line does the ATV have? Okay, so the ATV has a continuous rocker line, and that basically means it's a continuous curve from tip to tail. And what does a continuous rocker line do for you? Well, it does a couple of things. The first thing it does is it offers you a very predictive ride, okay? It's not like a free stage, which is more aggressive. So it's very predictive. It's also less strenuous on your arms. The reason being is because it's more free flowing in the water. Whereas if you had a free stage rocker, which is stage 1, stage 2, and stage 3, that pushes water a little bit more, which in turn hurts your arms because obviously you're constantly on the cable being pulled. A continuous rocker is a continuous curve, which in turn makes it a lot easier on your arms. So that's the first thing. The second thing that a continuous rocker does is it makes the board really predictable when getting on and off of obstacles. So especially when you're pressing on the nose or the tail, because it's got a continuous curve, it's very predictable and easy to hold. So if you're at that stage where you're getting on and off obstacles and you're learning to press on the nose and the tail, a continuous rocker is massively helpful to you. The core of the board for the ATV is full wood core like we talked about, but it's also a variable thickness profile, okay? So basically what that means is inside the stance area of the board, so from here to here, this is the thicker part of the board, the stronger part. So when you're landing or when you're gapping obstacles, this is where you'll be landing, and obviously this is the strongest part of the board. As you go outside the stance area, so your boots here and here, as you go outside, this becomes thinner. And the reason it becomes thinner is it increases the flexibility of the board in these particular areas. For when you're on the obstacle and you're pressing on the nose or the tail, or you're looking for pop off the flat water. So that's why you get that profile. Also, another thing is you get thin tip and tail here. And basically that's on obviously both the tip and obviously the tail. And the reason for that, and what that actually does for you as a rider, is that actually offers you a very, very fluid and progressive heel to toe side turn. So you can really throw the ATV around at your local cable park. Obviously, being a pro model board, this needs to be strong. It needs to hold up and stand the test of time. As you can see, we've had this out quite a lot, as you can see from the base, obviously testing it so we can produce this video. But what are the build quality bonuses of the ATV, and how is it going to help you having a board that's stronger than the next? Okay, so the ATV firstly has a full sintered base. Okay, now as you can see, we've done a lot of laps on this and it's pretty scratched up, but it's super solid and it will stay like that for season after season because of this sintered base. So basically what a sintered base does is two things. It enables you to slide on the obstacles progressively, so it's predictable, but it also enables you to slide on them lap after lap after lap and not damaging the base of your board. High-end snowboards also have sintered bases. As you can imagine, they ride on the snow most of the times, but God forbid you do go over rocks, and then you go into the park in the cable parks. So into the parks, the snow parks. So exactly the same with the ATV. A sintered base is super strong. To add to that, they also have a urethane sidewall. So no more plastic here. So the sidewall is now made of urethane material, which is the same material that made out of skateboard wheels. So the idea of that is basically it's watertight, which is one, and secondly, more importantly than that, it's super strong. ABS is normally plastic they normally put in these side rails. And if you hit plastic hard with a hammer, it will shatter or get a hairline crack. Once you damage these side rails, it will take on water. Water gets into the wood core and eventually the board will snap. So urethane is a completely watertight substance, which obviously helps stop the water getting in. And also, if you'd hit a skateboard wheel with a hammer, it would just bounce off. You can take chunks out of it, it's still watertight. So the ATV will stand the test of the time, season after season at your local cable park. Power, grip, you need it all when you're riding cable. The ATV has a good channeling system, okay, on the base. So basically from here to here, you've got a deep channel on the board. Which I don't know if you can see that, but it's basically here and here. And what that does is that enables you to really edge hard. So you've just come off a kicker, landed, and then you want to go on to the fun box and it's immediately on your left. You can literally drop that edge in, and with this channel here, it'll really give you a smooth, sharp cut across, ready to line up for your next obstacle. Or if you want to do aerial tricks on the corners, again, this channel will make a massive difference and offer you that extra grip to get you more line tension out of the cable itself. Another feature of the ATV, which I absolutely love, is coming on more and more cable boards as we move over into time, I've noticed, is a beveled edge. So this edge here is beveled the whole 360 degrees around the board. And the reason it's beveled is does two things. It makes you sit slightly higher on the water, and it makes the board a lot less catchy. So you're less likely to catch your edge and do that face plant, okay? So that's whether you're riding just literally on the water, you're edging hard ready for a trick on a corner, for a cable, for an air trick, or you're going on and off obstacles. Normally you would ollie on and you'd ollie off, that's the go-to. However, not everyone can do that, so they ride up the obstacle. Now, beveled edge helps that so that you don't take a face plant. That is a really good feature for the ATV. Okay, so what bindings can fit the ATV 2023? Okay, so it's a 6-inch spread. So that basically means more or less any binding on the market today can go straight on to this board, okay? It's a 6-inch spread. So if you've got a binding that's 10, 15 years old, they'll normally have an 8-inch spread. They will not work on these boards. But anything with a 6-inch spread will. If you're unsure, just give us a call and we'll point you in the right direction of a binding for the ATV, not a problem at all. Hyperlite ATV 2023, who's it for? Okay, this has a massive range of riders. You can literally put a complete beginner onto the ATV and they will absolutely love it. It's got all the features that a beginner would love, like the beveled edges, the continuous rocker. But then at the same point, you could put it on a super advanced rider because you've got all that edge in there. You've got that forward core, the continuous rocker that's quick. You know, you've got so many options. So if you're into cable riding, whether it be the system 2.0 or full system cable, believe me, look at the ATV. I think it's going to be an absolutely massive seller for 2023. Okay, so sizes. What sizes does the ATV come in for 2023? So it comes in a 143, a 148 and a 153. Now we feel the go-to sizes are going to be the 148 and the 153 for sure. So definitely check those ones out. So the price for the ATV is going to be $489 in 2023. So that's £489. That is a lot of board for the money, especially considering everything unfortunately, not just in the UK, but in the world is going up in price. But at £489, this is an all-round cable board. Whether you're into aerial tricks or obstacles, this is really going to cut it for you. So that is the KTV for 2023. Thank you very much for watching. My name's Angelo from S2AS Sports. If you've got any questions about the ATV, drop them below. We will answer them. We will get back to you. Or you can give us a call in store where we're happy to help you out. It's not a problem at all. And please subscribe to our channel. Thanks very much for watching.